Welcome to the Inspiring You Show. This, my friends, is a vibrational experience, a remembering of the truth of who we are. The content is lead encoded to assist you on your journey if you wish to receive for your highest good, my friends. So, if we haven't met, I'm Henry. And some years ago, I had work PTSD and I utilized all different modalities to heal. Two of them really stood out from the rest and brought in transformational results: Reiki and Dowsing Energy Healing. And I have been really learning the art of energy healing long, long before I had work PTSD. And when I experienced the severe trauma, I was able to really test, does this actually work? And well, for me, it did. And I'm also someone who can feel shifts in collective and from incoming cosmos energies. Some say empath or highly sensitive, yet lately I've been really guided to say frequency feeler. So, learning how to ride the waves of high vibrational light codes in a way that is with ease and grace has been a process for my human. And so, the last couple of days, friends, I have felt huge waves of sadness coming from the collective that has been affecting my human. I know that if I'm feeling this, then some of you may also be feeling this. And, there is some of it is to look into your own individual stuff, as well as is this aspects from maternal and paternal lineage, ancestry that's also being called to be cleared because we are in an individual and collective experience. And so by looking also into your own aspects, where that light is highlighting your shadow self, or it could be also, aspects of that stuff needing to be cleared from the collective, where if you are a frequency feeler, it could be then your stuff could also feel like amplified with the collective connection, which then means you may need to clear yourself from the non beneficial aspects from the collective, the non beneficial energetic psychic links, the non beneficial relationship residues, as well as from the collective. So, to support people, I am going to be doing a mini energy healing session, which will consist of layering Reiki energy healing with dowsing energy healing. I find this combo to be extremely powerful in healing work. And if you are interested in a private session, you can go to the link in my bio to book, or you can go to my website, inspiringyou.co. If you are listening to this on my podcast, The Inspiring You Show, then I will actually put that in the the episode notes. So you'll see healing energy. If you do go to my website, inspiringyou.co, you'll see energy healing sessions and it will say Reiki and Dowsing Energy Session. I call this advanced energy healing treatment, where we layer two modalities, Reiki energy healing and dowsing energy healing, to create a more beneficial healing experience. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing an energy update and then a Reiki and dowsing energy session. So stick around. Also, if you are new to me, and you're watching on social media, on my podcast, Inspiring You, we have a series of energy healing meditations to support and a lot of mindfulness talks and meditations, as well as a ton of interviews too. So there are lots of free resources for you. But if you feel like you need more, there is a monthly membership as well that has a ton of great resources and tools. Okay, friends, let's talk about what's going on. Let's do the energy update. So, wow, there has been Ascension Energies, flux, and solar winds, plus another large CME. So, one thing to do is check in to see how you are feeling. What is happening in your experience? So, how are you feeling out there? Let's take a moment right now to connect in. If you're in a place to close your eyes or lower your gaze, I invite you to do so and just check in. Do a scan, body scan. Take a nice deep breath if you're able to, breathing in life force energy. Breathing out what no longer serves you, and check in. How are you feeling? Taking a moment to follow your breath in, follow your breath out. And check in with how you're feeling. Whew. So it has been absolutely incredible in a lot of ways, friends, to, see, witness, and kind of feel the tangible evidence of our planetary ascension. But I don't know about you. Whoa. These energies can be really intense at times. And y'all, I work with tools daily. And so I'm always amazed when, if people aren't utilizing tools, and I'm just wondering, how are you moving through it? Like what little tips and tools do you have that I may not know about? Because I am for sure interested. So please feel free to reach out, or if you're on social media, say in the comments or on my podcast, leave a comment and let me know how you're doing, and also what tools you use to support yourself staying in groundedness and alignment, and to also process anything that is being called to be cleared and processing completion of. Okay, so today, in terms of the energy, is a bit of a repeat of yesterday, but we have a massive CME actually that has been rolling in. And yesterday we had a lot of flux energies rising, and the scale used to go from 1 to 10, but yesterday we were at 182, friends, 182. And solar winds were really high as well. And we had MNX solar flares. But the real solar weather news yesterday was really all about the CME, the coronal mass ejection that was on its way today. And it's one of the biggest CME we've had in a long time. It's coming from the long duration M solar class, the M class solar flare we received earlier in the week. And yesterday we had alerts of KP levels 6 plus, G3 solar storms, and much more. So, when it's coming in, if the KP levels are starting to rise and you feel the energies within your system. So it's already been a really interesting solar weather day. And these are strong energies that are flowing in. And even if you don't normally feel ascension symptoms, you might today, and they'll be here all day and night. So yes, these have been also intense weeks for many of us. I haven't seen or worked with a client who in the last month who has not been untouched by these powerful eclipse energies that have been happening. And as we come down from the eclipse season, we are going to be moving through the integration phase. So friends, just know we're moving through to the integration phase. And so where all the changes, emotions, upheaval, and shifts will settle into a new normal. And so that's why you got to keep using your tools. The body and the nervous system are coming up a lot in these energies. So you want to spend time connecting, resting, and integrating this week. So remember to support and nourish yourself deeply during this rebirth process. So we are in week 2 of the month, which is starting Monday, May 8th through Sunday, May 14th. And if you are someone who does my energy forecast plus the Reiki and Dowsing session in the earlier of the month, you already heard me talking about this, but I'm going to say it here as well for everyone. So there's the third quarter moon, which is Friday, May 12th, Mercury in retrograde until May 14th. And this week you have the opportunity to gain clarity for yourself if you haven't already received clarity from the full moon energy. The third quarter moon influences you to reflect and take time for introspection, which aligns perfectly with Mercury in retrograde. So friends, with that, then when we're saying, take time for introspection, there could be dreams that are coming up where it's giving you information. And if there's dreams from like childhood, or it could also be past life information, it could be ancestry information, be open to be in wonder, like, what is happening here? What is that information? How is it highly beneficial? Instead of being like, that was weird, or why is that coming up? Because then you might be going into some sort of resistance energy or some sort of judgment or like, I thought I was done with that. And yes and no, maybe you were, maybe you weren't. And remember though, the body is really intelligent, and it may have been holding on to things because you weren't ready to process back then. And now you are ready. So honor the wisdom. If there's sadness coming up, what is the wisdom of the sadness? And if there's past information coming up, what is the wisdom of the past that has led you here in this present moment for the highest good? And remember then, if you have things that you want to put in place for intentions and goals for this present moment and for the future, information might be coming up that is things that need to be cleared or come into completion of, so that way you can be in progression. So let yourself really lean into that open, wise, curious mindset. Okay, so the fact that we are in Taurus season, the internal prompts for you are associated with reliability, loyalty, and feeling grounded and down to earth. So I said in my energy forecast on my podcast that it's really all about grounding yourself into a set of values that support a positive internal perception of self, which could also mean then if there's anything negative about self that may be being called to be cleared. So this is an internal shift you're being asked to create for yourself. Even if you feel like you've been taking good care of yourself lately, now is the perfect time to get clear on what you truly value about yourself and what you want to do in terms of moving forward. So also know, friends, tension builds in the aftermath of the eclipse, especially if there are issues you are avoiding. So let's talk about that, friends. If there are issues that you're avoiding, say if there is something where you have been feeling a bit like, oh, I should really clean up my diet, or oh, I know I'm getting signs to change my workout routine, or oh, I know I'm getting signs that that relationship is complete and the energy is no longer there, or oh, I'm getting signs that about, being called to be in a career transition. And instead of letting yourself kind of be introspective and go into, okay, what's happening here? And looking at the issue, if you are avoiding it, then tension is going to build even more so. And that tension is then the beneficial aspect of it. It's because it's then going to make your human feel uncomfortable. So that way you can't avoid looking at it. So that way then you might not be going into major resistance and stubbornness patterns and programs that really then affect your presence as well as your future, because you are avoiding actually letting yourself solve a problem, or let yourself be in completion of something, or let yourself hear what your human wants and your soul is wanting to let yourself grow and experience in this experience. So with that, this could be a time of great confusion as you sort through also what is yours and what's not. Is this mine as an individual? Is this from past lives, previous lives, and printed lives? Is this from the collective? Is this from conditioning? Was this handed down through the DNA? Is this ancestry, maternal, paternal lineages? Is this my parents? And so I know it can be a little bit challenging. And that's where then, continuously just utilizing tools and letting yourself be in practice and letting yourself also be in being the humor of it when you're like, oh, I'm not quite getting this, or I don't really know what I'm doing. And you just let yourself be in that joy of play of just, okay, I'm just going to practice, even when it feels really difficult and hard, even when you feel really sad, because you can be in more than one emotion at once. And so realizing that you're multidimensional, and what does that mean to be multidimensional, and letting yourself be in that authenticity of the experience. So this could be really, just a really, this could be a time of great confusion as you sort through what is yours and what is not. And it can be then difficult to get any kind of mental clarity when the process is highly emotional. And so that's why then using tools to support yourself, where what is the beneficial aspect of the emotion trying to teach you? The best method is to listen to how you feel. What are your feelings telling you? And to honor yourself by listening. And there are non-beneficial aspects of the emotions that we're going to ask for clearing today, but there are beneficial aspects of each emotion that is giving you wisdom and information. And your heart understands and knows what is yours and what isn't probably and what isn't yours. And your heart actually knows what is yours and what isn't, probably better than your mind. Your heart just has more information than possibly the conditions that are happening in your mind. And that's why you want to shift from your head to your heart. What is your heart saying? So if something does not feel right, friends, give yourself the space and time to examine it. What is happening? And use mindfulness, self-realization tools. And if you react emotionally to a trigger, ask why. See if you can get to the root of the feelings. This is really deep work and can transform your life if you stay with it. And again, on another note, allow the support of others, stay in humor, and keep things moving any way you can for the highest good. And by moving, I don't mean then getting caught in the to-do list. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. No, I mean in terms of your groundedness and alignment and your evolution of your progression for your human experience. That is really what I'm talking about here. Also, laughing or finding the humor and the humility in the experience can be extremely healing. One of my early energy healing teachers that I worked with for 15 years would always say, once you found the humor, that's when the real healing can happen. So let yourself, let yourself shift into the humility and the humor of being in this experience, and try to stay in humor and keep things moving any way you can. And by, again, moving, I really mean letting yourself being grounded in this alignment to let things shift. It doesn't mean you have to be in physical movement or in that to-do list, because sometimes just being in stillness is allowing yourself to keep things moving, because you're allowing yourself to go into the stillness to see what's blocking the flow, to let yourself then clear what's blocking the flow, to then let yourself be in progression of the energy flow again. Okay, so laughing at oneself can be very healing, and it can really aid in letting go and releasing, can aid in any release that is in process. So being in nature and receiving the grounding and balance it provides will also help you keep on track. So make sure, my friends, that you make sure to purposely have some fun and engage in play as a way to stay in higher vibration. Also, it's about you connecting to yourself and the energy of love and loyalty to yourself. That's what also is being called in right now, that you need to be able to be reliable in taking care of yourself. If you desire a positive self-perception, it means holding compassion for who you are. And then you need to become grounded in how you care for yourself. So also the Scorpio Taurus eclipse series over the past 18 months showed you where you weren't prioritizing yourself, or where different thought patterns and behaviors you carried weren't supporting you. Those old ways were triggered throughout the entire eclipse series, so you could more easily see what patterns need to be let go of, need to come into completion of, to make space for a more soul-aligned version of you. So what does that mean right now, friends? Take time to reflect on what main issues have arisen in your life since November 2021. This is a transformation of self. So looking at where you've grown or where you resisted learning a lesson, take time to reflect. I'm going to say this again. This is a transformation of self. So looking where you've grown or where you've resisted learning a lesson. Also, the heightened solar energies are really here to stay at this point and will continue to amplify and push us towards evolution. Many of you are currently experiencing possible extreme ascension symptoms and activations during these times that can feel extremely uncomfortable and are pulling up unintegrated shadow aspects. Just remember, my friends, the more you assist in this process by purifying your energy bodies, the easier it will be. Removing as much of the aspects of the shadow aspects, clearing karma, and self-mastery to allow higher activations and upgrades is highly advisable at this time. So let yourself use the tools. And many who aren't doing the necessary healing, clearing, and energy work may also have an increased challenging time. So just make sure you're in compassion. Okay, so some of the ascension symptoms could include grief, sadness. There could be dry mouth, limb cramping, headaches, dizziness, head pressure, sore throat, anxiety, fear coming up, itching, stomach issues, purging of your system, neck and back pains, hand cramping, easily triggered. There could be lower intestinal issues, birthing pains, dry eyes, blurry vision, lack of appetite, jaw and tooth pain, feeling cold, bliss energies. Also, you could be seeing halos on light. And there's a lot more. That's just really just the tip of what might be felt for ascension symptoms. And just remember that some of these can appear as triggers, waves of sadness, anxiety, or even depression. And so, when in reality, these triggers are getting your attention to honor something that happened in the past. And so then you want to ask, is this past, present, past lives, imprinted lives, maternal, paternal lineages through DNA? What is needed to come into completion from the past events that are coming up in your life? Friends, don't spiritually bypass. Let yourself realize and bring mindfulness to the emotional cycle that is needed to be in completion, to then allow a full release to happen, to then let the energy to be cleared, transformed, and transmuted, and to be able to shift and move forward. This is your opportunity to clear more density within you and to allow your system to hold more higher vibrational light, friends. Also, my friends, you could be feeling bliss energies, but if you are somebody who also feels frequencies or an empath or highly sensitive, you may feel a destabilization of the collective field as it goes through the waves of sadness energies. And so whatever you are experiencing today, remember it's always for your highest good. That being said, though, we do have tools to support clearing, which we're going to be doing. And just a note for anybody who considers themselves a light worker, just continue to anchor in, these frequencies while being a true beacon of love, light, and empowerment as we continue making this shift of the ages and really staying centered, balanced, and grounded, because we have been in, just this ride as we have continued our ascent, if you will, back home into the higher frequencies. Okay, friends. So now we're going to do the Reiki and Dowsing Energy Healing Session. So I am going to invite you to find a comfortable position. You can either be laying down or sitting, whatever works for you. And then I invite you to lower your gaze or close your eyes if you haven't already done so. And then take 3 deep breaths. Breathing in life force energy. Breathing out what no longer serves you. Breathing in life force energy. Breathing out what no longer serves you. Breathing in life force energy. Breathing out what no longer serves you. I'm going to close my camera because you do not need to see me. And now I'm going to ask you to shift from your head to your heart. If it helps, let yourself see a beautiful staircase from your head to your heart, moving down the stairs, going into your heart space. And once you're in your heart space, let yourself connect into your intentions. One of your intentions can be, I'm willing to receive Reiki and Dowsing Energy healing for my highest good in the gentlest of way possible. And that's only if you'd like to receive. You have free will. You invite to you what you want. You call to you what you want for your highest good. I'll be quiet as you say your intentions now. Okay. And now I'm going to turn on Reiki music, and I'm going to start the dowsing. You'll hear me talking, but you can just stay in, letting yourself be guided by the light for the highest good. Let's invite Reiki energy healing in now, asking to let go of ego, personal and intellect step aside, becoming clear channels to allow the holy fire Reiki energy coming through, asking that whoever wishes to receive, let them receive Reiki energy healing for their highest good. Also, Reiki sent to any situations as well in gratitude. And now we're going to start the dosing. We always put a filter on first. Spirit world, spirit guides, spirit doctor team, spirit legal team, divine beings, here for us. Good. I ask you to take any and all help necessary to create a living multidimensional filter of love and light, triple light protection in around anybody who wishes to receive it, anybody intending to receive it, any maternal paternal lineages, Mother Earth, the land, plants, animals, each person, their home space, their relationships, their business, maternal lineages, any pets, and around me, my home space, relationship, business, dog, maternal lineages. A filter that filters out anything harmful, negative, non-beneficial, and deflects back source of all love and light. A filter that only lets who is beneficial for in harmony with. A filter that evolve with, and just in any situation, all circumstance. May this be done now and for the highest good and in the gentlest way possible. In gratitude, thank you. And now asking to strengthen in the connection to higher self soul, download soul tribe energies for the highest good. Thank you. And spirit world, spirit guides, spirit doctor team, spirit legal team, divine beings, council of light here for highest good. I ask you to clear and remove all, clear and remove negative energies, frequency, vibration, patterns, programs, all timeline programs. Clear and remove negative energies. Clear and remove non-beneficial patterns, programs. Ask you to clear and remove all negative, harmful, non-beneficial energies, frequencies, vibration, patterns, programs, all timeline programs. With everything they have created and co-created in all planes, all dimensions, past lives, previous lives, present lives, present life, past, present, and future. Ask you to banish the spirits, deactivate first, grandmother frequency, neutralize the energy of all that is removed, clear to sun on all sides, spirit arm to transform, to muted, to never return again to harm. May this be done now for the highest good and gentle possible gratitude. Thank you. And spirit world, spirit guides, spirit doctor team, spirit legal team, divine beings, here for us good. Ask that you clear and remove all non-psychic cores, non-beneficial relationship residues in general for each person individually, as well as anything from the collective or mass conscious that's non-beneficial, and from anything with ancestry, maternal lineages that's non-beneficial as well. Clear all non-beneficial links. And if there's anything coming in from the cosmos energies that is non-beneficial, or from the Ascension Energies, solar winds, flux, the CME that's causing difficulty in the human, if it can be cleared and removed, clear and remove it. Clear and remove the bite of the intensity of the cosmic energies. if there's anything from anything else from the solar weather or from the CME or from the KP levels rising, that can be cleared. Clear and remove it. And any and all of the ascension symptoms that can be cleared. Clearing, remove anything that can be cleared with the ascension symptoms, as well as anything else that's non-beneficial in terms of grief, sadness, limb cramping, dry mouth, dizziness, headaches, head pressure, sore throat, anxiety, itching, stomach issues, purging of system, neck and back pains, hand cramping, easily triggered, birthing pains, lower intestinal issues, dry eyes and blurry vision, lack of appetite, jaw and tooth pain, feeling cold, bliss. If there's anything blocking bliss energies, clearing anything blocking bliss energies. If there's anything that's blocking the ability to clear and purge, ask that you clear the blockage. If there's anything blocking the ability to understand and honor the feelings, emotions, and the wisdom of emotions, ask that you clear and remove anything blocking and clear the non-beneficial and dense energies. Clear also if there's the waves of sadness, anxiety, or depression that's non-beneficial that can be cleared, or if there's anything that's linking to collective that can be cleared in terms of non-beneficial, clear and remove it. Clear any kind of non-beneficial patterns and programs of spiritual bypassing. Ask that you clear and purify the mental, emotional, physical, subtle, intercosmic, etheric, cellular bodies for the highest good. And if there's anything in terms of the shadow side that's being called to be cleared and removed to allow the light to come in, ask that you clear and remove it to let the light come in. Also clearing any aspects of karma that can be cleared. Anything that's blocking self-mastery in terms of allowing the higher activations, upgrades. Clear anything that's blocking. Also, if you can clear the feeling uncomfortable in terms of the pulling of the unintegrated shadow aspects, ask that you clear and remove that. And any pieces that are unintegrated that can be cleared in terms of the dense energies to allow then the integration to happen for the highest good, ask you to do this. And clear and remove anything that's blocking the ability for self-reflection from November 2021 and the eclipse season to this moment. Clear anything that's blocking transformation of self. Clear anything that's blocking the ability to look at where one's grown and also where one is resisting learning a lesson. And clear any kind of resistance and stubbornness programs and patterns. And also clear any of the old ways that had been triggered throughout the entire eclipse season. Clear anything that's blocking the ability to see patterns that are ready to let go of, to allow more space for soul-aligned version. Clear anything that's blocking the desire positive self-perception. Clear anything that's blocking compassion and self-love. Clear anything that's blocking grounding and alignment. Clear anything that's blocking the ability to have humility and laughter at oneself in a way that's beneficial. And if there's anything that's non-beneficial that can be cleared in regard to Mercury and retrograde, ask you to clear. And if you can clear anything else with the nervous system, the body and the nervous system in regards to the cosmic energies that have been coming in, clear nervous system dysregulation, and clear any other upheaval, clear and remove that. And clear any other intensity that's been felt that feels unsettling. And if there's any other trauma that can be cleared or Anything else that can be cleared, ask that you clear and remove it right now. And spirit world, spirit guides, spirit doctor team, spirit legal team, divine beings here for us good. I ask you to take any and all help necessary to remove and clear all negative, harmful, non-beneficial energies, frequencies, vibrations, patterns, programs, Alzheimer programs, limiting beliefs, any other dense energies, any non-beneficial links to patterns and programs, any ills and conditions that can be cleared. With everything they've created and co-created, all planes, all dimensions, past lives, previous lives, penalized, present life, past, present, future. I ask you to banish the spirits, deactivate first grandmother frequency, neutralize the energy of all that's removed and cleared to send it all over to the side. Spirit realm to be transformed, transmuted, to never return again to do any harm. May this be done now for the highest good of all and the gentle pause of gratitude. Thank you. And spirit world, spirit guides, spirit doctor team, spirit legal team, divine beings here for us good. I ask that you heal all the trauma, close all the cracks. I ask that all the cracks be closed and ask for all parts of soul and reality that truthfully belong there brought back for the highest good, to bring back anything else that couldn't be there, that couldn't emerge because what has been removed, but truthfully belongs back to there, to each person, their home space, their relationships, business, total languages, to Mother Earth, to whomever it belongs to bring it back from where it be, to bring it back from where it be, to bring it to the ideal energy, frequency, vibration, to reintegrate it, transform, transmute it, ideal, manageable place, space, time, with the power of love and light. Ask to give each person or the place or whomever all the information they need in order to integrate all to come back easily into lives. May this be done now for the highest good of all and in the gentle process of gratitude. Thank you. Letting the light fill in all the spaces in gratitude for the highest good. Thank you. In the gentlest way possible in gratitude. I ask that you bring in energies of joy, peace, wisdom, groundedness, and alignment, letting the light fill in all the spaces for the highest good. Thank you. I ask that you reset the nervous system, if it's possible, reground, realign, shift from 3D to 5D if possible for the highest good. Thank you. Ask that you bring in harmony on all planes, if it's possible and beneficial, and ask that you strengthen the living multi-dimensional filter of love and light, triple light protection in and around each person, the home space, their relationship, business, total languages, and ask this healing be sealed with love and light. Ask this healing be sealed with love and light. Ask this healing to be sealed with love and light in gratitude. And now the dowsing is complete. Let yourself just feel the flow of Reiki moving through you and around you, clearing, cleansing, letting the light fill in the spaces, bringing balance to all your bodies, as well as your chakras, your meridians, your nadis. Letting yourself feel the light moving through you and around you. Letting yourself feel more relaxed, more rejuvenated, more refreshed. I'll be quiet as you let yourself receive the Reiki. Okay, now we're going to break the links before we go. So we just say, you can say this so it resonates. Spirit world, spirit guides, here for us good. I ask to break the links with this meditation, with this energy healing session. I ask to break the Reiki and Dowsing links. I ask to break the links, leaving only harmony and balance at either ends. I also ask to clear any residual energies being held in my body as a result of these links. I ask the light to fill all the void cells, rejuvenating, refreshing, revitalizing for my highest good in gratitude. And so it is. And so it is. All right, my friends. Whew, I feel great now. I definitely felt a huge shift. So that is it for now. Please drink a lot of water because the dense energies will be clearing. The new energies will be integrated in. Make sure to just be gentle with yourself and check in to see how you are feeling. And you can listen to this as often as you want to support yourself. All right. Much love, light, and Reiki blessings, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me.